It's Laura talking to you in my kitchen today, and what I decided to make this video on today is eating raw vegan foods on a budget and how to budget your food and make enough food to keep you full, for one thing, and for two, how do people have enough time to do all of this? So I decided to make this video because many people I talk to say that, you know, nuts are so expensive, I just can't afford to buy nuts all the time. So what I usually do is I buy more seeds, and when I could afford nuts, I buy nuts. But seeds are a lot less expensive and they can go a long ways, and there's a lot of things that you can do with seeds. And there's so many quick things that you can do to hurry up and get out the door and have lunch ready. You know, I have to work also, and I am busy all the time, and I manage to always have things ahead all the time. So I'm going to start off with different seeds that I buy and what I do with them. So for one thing, I always get sesame seeds. And these particular sesame seeds I get from the Now brand because they're very reasonably priced. These sesame seeds are, well, you can't see the price, but they are $5.99 for these sesame seeds. And if anybody doesn't know about sesame seeds, this is what makes tahini. So you can make tahini dressings. You can add this to your hummus, which I have some stuff right now, the chickpeas that I have to make the hummus that I'm going to eat for my lunch tomorrow. And you know, I buy chickpeas, and these are an organic brand. And this particular brand is called Anatolia. They're organic. I always make sure that I get organic. But you know, there's a lot of different brands that you can buy on Amazon, and I don't right now have any links to anything, but I will put in the description the different names of some of these brands. I do think that the Now brand is a great brand if you're looking for something that is definitely good, but yet it's not too expensive. So I also get my pumpkin seeds, which pumpkin seeds are $6.99. So pumpkin seeds you can do a lot of different things with. You don't just have to throw them in your salad. You can actually make a pumpkin seed dressing. You can soak these, and you can put them in your little, I use my little Ninja, which I know a lot of people have Magic Bullet, but these are great for quick on the go, making even soups that you can do in here real quick, sauces, dressings, anything like that. So also hemp seeds. These are organic. I like to buy these in bulk because they last forever. If you ever go into a store like your local co-op, you will see these little small bags, and they'll be like $12 or something, where you can buy a big bag like this and it'll last you a really long time. I would suggest getting a lot of these things on Amazon because it's a lot easier. And I also sprout. I love to use these sunflower sprouts. These are by Nature Gems, and sunflower sprouts are wonderful, and I have a lot of videos where I do show some sprouting. It's so simple, and this bulks up your food. This is why I always talk about sprouting, not because they also are so good for you, but because you can really bulk up your foods with sprouts, and they go such a long ways. You can buy broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, and just you know, start trying these different things and you'll see that it's not so hard. I mean, you just basically, okay, so these are my chickpeas now, and you know, you stick them on one of these things after you soak them, and this takes no time at all. It's like in a couple of hours, you can already make your hummus with that. But you can sprout so many different things that way, and it just goes such a long ways. You can get a little bag, and there's a lot that you get out of a little bag. So also, as far as making nut milks, you know, a lot of people are really interested in nut milks, but they can't afford to buy, like, some people like to make almond milk. Some people like to make actually walnut milk and things like that, but it could be really, really pricey to buy all these nuts, especially like almonds and stuff, and making all that almond milk could be really expensive. But to buy 2 for $6 that you can get for coconuts, I think coconut milk is the best milk to drink anyway. I think it's so delicious. But 2 for $6, you can make a lot of coconut milk out of that. So that's just another idea to save money if you really like nut milks and you want a cheaper way of doing it. So also, you know, I get a lot of these things a lot cheaper by going to Aldi's, which is more of a discount store, and they carry a lot of organic brands. So I don't know what people have in their town, but if you can look for one of the more smaller discount stores that you have around, I get these organic pears, and they're probably $2.99 for a pack of those, and that could last me through maybe 2 mono meals or something. And I get these are probably a little over $1, whereas you know how expensive if you go into your local grocery stores and get organic peppers, that sometimes they're $3.99, $4.99 for 2 peppers. I think it's about $1.99 a pepper, whereas this I think is $1 something for it, really cheap. And for blueberries, blackberries, things like that, I get these little organic ones, and I think that these are about $2.99. When you go into your local co-ops, they're about $4.99. So these are just ideas to save money and to make things last. And also this big, huge thing of spring mix. This is a wonderful, long-lasting thing that I do when I cannot afford. I love to buy fresh kale and spinach and all of those things, but I know they're like $4 or $5, and it really starts to add up. So when I'm on a budget, this is what I do, and it saves me money and it saves me time. It is so easy to cut up some peppers, cut up an onion or something, have a salad, and you can make your dressings the night before. A lot of times that's what I do, is make the dressing the night before, because if I do that, it just doesn't seem so overwhelming when I go to put something together. I could just grab a few things, throw it in a bowl, and I'll have my dressing ready. Dressings you can make, like I said, pumpkin seed dressing. You can make dressings with your sesame seeds instead of buying the nut butters, because you know nut butters sometimes are $20 in the store, and you know, they're nice when you're in a pinch sometimes, and they taste good and everything, but they are really expensive. So these are things that I do that go a really long way and last me, so that I could afford to be able to stay on this lifestyle even in harder times. So I hope that this might have helped somebody. I have a lot of really good recipes that I've been putting together with the hemp seeds. Sometimes I do hemp and the sesame seeds together, And I always try to make sure I keep things like lemon and limes on hand, and I keep things like squash, like the zucchini squashes, the yellow and the other zucchini squashes, because those are things that will really bulk up your dressings with these. So also, like as far as the zucchinis go, I get those also at the discount store, and they're dirt cheap compared to what I get in the regular stores. So I try to like bulk up on those things, keep stocking up on things like that all the time, because then I always have things, and it's so easy for me to take this and just cut up a zucchini squash, you know, juice my lemon and some spices and try different things. I mean, sometimes when you're on a budget, I've found and that when you are low on things in your house and you use what you have, that's when you become creative and you can make the best salad dressings and sauces that you've ever made, because really that's when I usually do the best job. When I think I'm gonna buy all these things and I'm gonna create this great salad dressing, sometimes it's not even that good, but it's when I am using things that I don't know for sure what I've got and I pull it together, it makes the best ones. So I hope that this helps somebody to realize that you can have this lifestyle on a budget, you can eat well, you can make the time if you put it in your schedule and you are always ahead. I also did a video on that, staying ahead and trying to think ahead on your schedule at work and whatever you have going on, and make sure that you have something together the night before, that it's quick and easy to put together the next day. And when I'm at work, a lot of times I see people running to the McDonald's and running places trying to think of what they're going to eat, and they spend time trying to figure out what they're going to eat. It's usually not good because it's always fast food, and I've always got my plan ahead, so I don't have to worry about it. When I get hungry, I have what I need to eat, because the very worst thing that you want to do if you want to live on this lifestyle and you want to succeed on it is to get hungry and not have your food. I call this stuff my food. And if you don't have your food, you're going to panic or you're going to grab the wrong things. So I hope that this inspires people to try some different things, be more creative, and try to look for some ways to budget yourself and to find some places that you can find cheaper things that will last longer and that it'll work out for you. So I'm just going to close with that, and the word for today that I'm going to read is out of Acts, and it is chapter 17 verse 28, and it says, "In him we live and move and have our being." So if you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful, blessed day.